Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. This is the preview for Paris Saint-Germain against Manchester United. United's first group game in the Champions League. First game, obviously, in the Champions League this season. And it's a huge game against last season's finalists, last season's beaten finalists, Paris Saint-Germain. And unlike last time when we played them and we beat them over two legs with that magical night in Paris, seeing United stage a remarkable comeback with loads of players missing from the side. Manchester United go there this time and they will be facing a side in PSG who contain Neymar as well as Mbappe. Last time we only had to deal with Mbappe and Di Maria, but Neymar is in town this time as well. So it's a different sort of fixture for Manchester United. There are Manchester United players, key players that are missing as well. And we thought former Paris Saint-Germain striker Edinson Cavani may be available for this one. We thought he may be involved in this one, but he hasn't travelled with the team. Nor has Harry Maguire, nor has Eric Bailly, nor has Jesse Lingard. So none of those players have travelled to this game. Marcus Rojo isn't in the squad for this game either. So when you look at that, who is going to play in defence? Who is going to play at centre halves? By my reckoning, the only centre halves that have travelled to Paris for Manchester United is Axel Tuanzebe and Victor Lindelof. So could we see a return to the first team squad, the first 11 for Axel Tuanzebe against one of Europe's best sides? It'd be an incredible comeback for him, wouldn't it? But it is looking quite possible as we approach this game. Or could we see McTominay go in at centre half, Luke Shaw go in at centre half? Because obviously we've got Alex Telles that could also play in this game. So we'll be looking at this fixture. We'll be looking at the predicted 11s, predicted scores, getting your thoughts ahead of this game and all that good stuff here in the preview. And as I speak, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference is ongoing and he has confirmed Maguire, Cavani, Bailly, Greenwood, Lingard will not be in this squad. There's rumours regarding Mason Greenwood's being left out of the last two squads. No one really knows whether it's an injury, disciplinary issues or not, but he's not in the squad travelling out to Paris Saint-Germain. Harry Maguire, who we thought maybe would have got a rest against Newcastle, isn't involved in this game. Remains to be seen whether it's rested, whether he's been given some time off, or whether he's just he's picked up an injury for it, because we heard going into the Newcastle game that he had a knock from international duty. Has he aggravated that in either training or in the game against Newcastle? That is a possibility as well. So we're looking at all these things surrounding the game as we head into this fixture against Paris Saint-Germain. A massive, massive game. And United, with the group that we have, if we can go there, get a win, get a point, it'd be a decent start to the group. RB Leipzig up next. Then we've got Istanbul Başakşehir in a double header before we obviously go to Leipzig again and then play PSG at home. So we need to be getting off to a good start in this group, because if you don't get off to a good start and then you lose your second game against Leipzig, you're panicking a little bit then, aren't you? Because you need to get 10 points out of the next 4 games minimum, and it might even be more that you need from the group stages to get through. So United need to be there looking to get a result, and with these players missing, key players now, Cavani, look, we can't really say he's a key player for United. He's never played for us yet. And Anthony Martial, who has been suspended for the Premier League games, is available for this game. So he's our regular number 9. He'll be starting this game. But when you look at Harry Maguire and Eric Bailly not travelling, that means we've got 2 centre-halves. Will Tedam Mengi travel with the squad as well? Could he be in for a surprise inclusion either from the bench or in the starting lineup as well? There's so many different options. But also, Alex Telles could make his Manchester United debut. So we'll be looking at all these things ahead of the game. Get your questions in as well. And as we approach this game, coming in from that victory against Newcastle, it has made us feel a little bit better about the whole scenario, hasn't it? Because, you know, after that Spurs game, we were all pretty much down in the dumps, and it was, you know, it was expected. We had a dreadful transfer window. Although, when you look at the signings of Telles, Cavani, Van der Beek, they're not bad signings at all. You know, they've improved our squad. We needed a striker, a backup striker. Cavani does that. We needed a left back, someone to challenge Luke Shaw. Telles does that. Donny van der Beek provides us great cover in the midfield as well. Someone that could potentially become a starter for United. So when you look at that, the signings that we made are actually pretty good. Pelistri could surprise us all and be a be a huge talent for us. Amad Traore comes in January. But we never got the priority signings that we needed, which were a right winger and a centre back. So we felt a little bit of a sour taste in our mouths because everything was left to the last minute. But the window itself left us feeling negative. The window itself left us feeling negative. The Spurs game as well left us feeling negative, obviously. We come into that Newcastle game fretting whether we were going to get a result. You go behind, you miss a penalty. You know, we did well to recover, play well, dominated the game. And even though the goals came in the last 5 minutes of regular time plus injury time, I thought it was a deserved win for Manchester United. And there was many things to be happy about. Really lots of things to be happy about. The players looked fitter and sharper as well, which was pretty good to see. And going into this game, we need to be up for it. We can't be complacent. We have to be on it. And this is the stage where these guys want to be playing. Anthony Martial, here you go. You've been missing the Premier League games. Massive stage for you. You're playing in your home country of France. You're playing for Manchester United, leading the line in your number 9 shirt. These are moments that you have wanted at Manchester United. This isn't the Europa League anymore. It's time for you to step up. Paul Pogba, if he starts, he needs to obviously come in with another performance as well. And everybody else, it's not just these players, Bruno, Rashford, everybody, they need to perform. Marcus Rashford, he got a goal, 2 assists against Newcastle. Before that, his form was pretty iffy, pretty hit and miss. We need him to be delivering as well. He obviously had a great night in the Parc des Princes last time when we were over there, scoring that penalty which won the tie for Manchester United. We need these guys to step up and deliver because it's a huge stage. It's a huge moment as well. And there's pressure on. There's pressure on the players. There's pressure on the manager. Because that victory over Newcastle, if we follow it up with a defeat against PSG, a defeat against Chelsea, a defeat against Leipzig, no one's going to be talking about beating Newcastle 4-1. So everybody needs to step up. And I'm hoping, and part of me felt a little bit convinced by it after the performance against Newcastle, that the start to the season that we saw was down to that lack of preparation time, lack of pre-season, players coming back late, not having time to settle down, get into their rhythm. I'm hoping it's because of that. Against Newcastle, you looked at it and you thought maybe it was because we just unfit, unprepared going into those fixtures. But now we need to show it against Paris Saint-Germain, because if we're not ready, we'll get exposed. Do you know what I mean? These guys are a fantastic side. They had a difficult start to the season, losing a couple of games, losing against Marseille. And I think did they lose against Nimes as well? I might have been making that one up. But they lost their opening 2 games, I think it was, of the season. They were dropping points left, right and centre. But they have picked up their form. They rested a lot of players at the weekend as well. So they'll be coming into this one looking to prove a point. And after United beat them, they lost against Lens and Marseille in the opening games of the season. They beat Metz, Nice, Reims, Angers and Nimes since then. They played Nimes at the weekend. They won 4-0 and they didn't even play. They had Moise Kean up top. When did Moise Kean join them? Fucking hell, I missed that one. They had Moise Kean up top. Sarabia and Mbappe started, but he came off as a substitute. Rafinha, Paredes, Gay, Idrissa Gay, Florenzi, Diallo, Kimpembe, Baka, Navas. So they rested a lot of their players, were left out of that team, which you'd expect to start in this game. The likes of Di Maria. They are still missing a few players as well. I'll tell you who they're missing right now. They're missing Julian Draxler, Icardi, Marquinhos, Paredes, Herrera, and Verratti's missing. He's probably the biggest miss for them as well from those names, and Icardi. But they've still got a very, very strong team coming into this game. We've got a few more quotes coming in as well. Bruno Fernandes talking in that press conference says, I think I have played well over the last few months, but you can always do better. In regards to Mason Greenwood's injury, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says, I can't declare medical stuff. It's a niggle. Don't want to make any changes, take any chances. Hopefully by the weekend he'll be fine again. He has denied reports of an issue between him and Brandon Williams. Ole, I'm facing PSG. He says we're a different team, they're a different team, and it's a different stage of a competition. It's a whole new situation for us. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was also asked about Bruno Fernandes' impact, and he said Bruno has had a great impact. His performances have been receiving great praise. If not changed the team, he sparked something. Hopefully we've sparked something in his career. Changing point in our season last season, and hopefully more to come. We need our big players to be stepping up for this game. And although, we're without Harry Maguire, without Eric Bailly, without Edinson Cavani, without Mason Greenwood, we have a pretty much clean bill of health or otherwise, and we need to have those players. Now, part of me feels maybe Ollie has given Harry Maguire the weekend off, or the night off, sorry. Obviously, it's a midweek game. Maybe he's given him the night off and thought, let him freshen up for that Chelsea game. This is a game that probably more suited to other defenders that we have. Maguire's not the quickest. He could get exposed against the likes of Mbappe, Neymar and co. Maybe resting him for this game, if he has been rested, is the right idea. Chelsea, coming up against Timo Werner, who's a quick player as well, or Tammy Abraham, or Giroud, probably more suited to playing against those kind of guys in the Premier League at a pace he's more familiar with. This would have been Harry Maguire's first Champions League game, I believe. Did he play in the Champions League for Leicester? When did he join Leicester? I know he didn't play for them when they won the league, but did he join them the season after? I can't remember. But this would have been his first Champions League game, definitely for United, and I think his first Champions League game of his career. But maybe he's more suited to that Chelsea game at the weekend, and Ollie's just protecting him a little bit with that in mind. We've got a massive fixture list coming up when you look at it. PSG away, Chelsea at home, Leipzig at home, Arsenal at home, Besiktas away, Everton away, West Brom at home, Besiktas at home, Southampton away, PSG at home. And that's before we play West Ham, Leipzig, City, Sheffield, Leeds, Everton again in the EFL Cup. Fucking fixtures. Until the end of the year, then we got Leicester, Wolves, right up until the end of the year, that is. Our fixtures are difficult. If there's any issues in our team, any issues with our manager, this is where they'll get exposed, and we need everyone to be at it. Let us know what you lot are thinking in the comments below. Make sure you're commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. Join if you can as well. We've had a few members, not renewing their membership. That's absolutely fine. But if you can, click that join button. If you can't, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and get your thoughts in as well. Boggy Vibes is in the comments. Gideon Son, Branko, Wazoo, Ross Murphy, Corona has got his own account, coronavirus. Jeevan Son's in there. Michael Jones, Mayank Hussain, Spider-Wan, Basaka vs Neymar. Gonna put him in his pocket. Andre Chobu says, who will start, Henderson or De Gea? And I was actually thinking about this earlier. I'll bring up my predicted 11 now. But I was actually thinking about this earlier. Who is going to start in this game? And this was what I came up with. I think we're going to go with a back three. And we're going to go with the only two centre-backs that have travelled, I think, in Lindelof and Twanzebe. And we're going to use Luke Shaw as a third centre-back. We see Paris Saint-Germain play with a front three, 4-3-3. That allows probably one man up each, at least. Obviously, you'll have Wan-Bissaka and Telles in this instance coming back to help the defence. In the midfield, I was torn on this one because you could argue that McTominay, or I think Fred. Okay, I don't think McTominay is going to start. I think you could possibly see Fred coming into this team, or Donny van der Beek. I think either of them could deserve a start. But I've gone with Pogba and Matic because they both didn't start against Newcastle. I think Ollie had this game in mind, and maybe Donny van der Beek, is not going to start him yet, maybe till the weekend or something like that. He's going to take his time with Donny van der Beek. Bruno Fernandes in behind Rashford and Martial. So that is the team that I've gone with for this game against Paris Saint-Germain. Let me know what you lot are thinking in the comments below. Ollie, this is something that Ollie has used in the past before, but this is the team that I have gone with. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, what you saying? What you think of that team? Mayank says we do win against big teams, don't we? Fred should start. King Dino says Fred and Scotty should start. I don't think McTominay has done enough to start this game. Could argue Pogba hasn't either. Harry says that's as good a team as we have got. Robert says I would like Fred since they move the ball quickly on the ground. We need his tenacity. Fred played well against Paris Saint-Germain in the last fixture against them as well. Hayden has said Lindelof for Mata and play a 4-2-3-1. So you're saying Luke Shaw has won as two centre-backs. Definitely can't see that happening. Collie, who was obviously joined late, says no way will Twanzebe start over Maguire. You're mad. Breaking news for you, mate, because you've just joined us late. Harry Maguire has not travelled with the squad. Eric Bailly has not travelled with the squad. Those players have not travelled with the squad. So, he will not be starting in this game. T says, what the fuck happened to Maguire? Not too sure at this moment in time. Avishek thinks Donny van der Beek should get his chance, whilst loads of you have come in and said Fred should start. Fitzroy, Ajesh have all come in saying that, and a few others as well. So that's what your thoughts are on this. King Dino says Scotty gave us balance alongside Fred last time out, but you've got to see you're playing three centre halves, two wing backs. I don't think you need to play two defensive midfielders in that, or two defensive minded midfielders in that instance. You play with Matic that will fill the gaps in between there. So you've almost got a defensive six when they're attacking. Obviously Pogba will come in and help out as well, but you've also got Pogba who's got the legs to stretch that out, find the diagonals to Rashford, Marshall, who can spread play and allow Bruno to become almost a false nine at times as well if he wanted to. I think that would be, I don't think you need to play both of them. That's why I think Fred could possibly start over Matic or Pogba. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen. But that's just my thoughts on the team, and that's my predicted 11. Robert says, what about Scott in a back three like he does with Scotland? No, he's not playing against, who did he play against for Scotland? Israel and Slovakia or something. Like, we're not playing against them now. We're playing against a decent side, fucking Champions League finalists. I don't think you can get away with playing a midfielder out of position in defence. With Luke Shaw, we've seen him playing that kind of position before. So not for me. Not for me at all. Any team news from PSG's side, says Aditya. We did hear that... one sec, I'll get it up so I'm giving you the correct information. Bernat, Draxler, Icardi, Marquinhos and Verratti are missing for them in this game. Di Maria is fit. He's been past fit for this one. Neymar and Mbappe are fit. Ander Herrera was a doubt for this game. He's fit as well. So you'll probably see a team which resembles something like Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria, Herrera. Let's see. Let's have a look. I think you'll see Herrera playing defos. Maybe Idrissa Gana Gay. Maybe. But yeah, that's their injury news anyway. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has said that Bruno Fernandes will captain Manchester United tomorrow. And Bruno Fernandes said, I wasn't expecting that. I have found out at the same time as you. So Bruno Fernandes will be Manchester United captain against Paris Saint-Germain for this one. Interesting. Will it be the first of many times that we see Bruno Fernandes as captain? Noel Jika is another one that's turned up late. It's okay, bro, if you turn up late. But Maguire will not start 100%. And Bailly will miss out because they've both not travelled with the team. Now, Bailly was pictured in training. Harry Maguire, I don't think I've seen any pictures of him in training, but he's not travelled. Neither of them have travelled with the team. Now, is it because we're going to see Maguire Bailly against Chelsea? Is Ali just shuffling up things a little bit? Could be. But many people are joining in late and not seeing that Maguire and that ain't playing. Bruno captaining means Mata isn't starting. Well, they both started against Newcastle, Wazoo. But I don't think Mata will start this game anyway. I think when we're playing on the counter-attack, probably better to have... Obviously, Mata can work on the counter-attack with his passing, but probably to have players with a little bit more speed in them than Juan Mata does. I can't see us playing a 4-2-3-1 tomorrow. I really can't. I really can't. Guys, what are your predictions for this game? Let us know in them comments below. You know what I'm going to say? The power of Danny Welbeck is with us. And we're going to win. Manchester United are going to beat Paris Saint-Germain again. And it's going to be 2-1. Jack, what's going on, brother? Boggy says VDB will start ahead of Mata. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 official says what happened with Greenwood. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has rubbished reports that he's fallen out with Brandon Williams and Mason Greenwood. He said they're both injured, but it's just a niggling injury for Mason Greenwood, who should be available for the weekend. Whether he's been punished and we don't know about it, it's kept behind closed doors, I don't know. But that's what we've been told by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. King Dino says he thinks it's going to be 2-2. Jack Linty, thought we were cool, brother. Says PSG 4-1. Ross Murphy says 2-2 as well. Another one going for a Desmond. Robert Gergis says I'm scared. Hope for a draw. 2-2. Another one going for a Desmond. Michael Jones says 2-1 United. Ilya says 2-1 United. Jaheem says 2-1 United. I don't know what that name is, but they say 2-2. First leg and second leg. There is no first leg and second leg, unless you mean second game. There's no aggregate score for this. What a lineup, says Skept. Do I watch IPL? No, I don't. I went to see a game once. Last time when I was in India. I went to see an IPL game, but I don't go to see him. Am I part Nigerian? No, I am not. I just absolutely love their gear, love their shirts, and obviously solidarity with all the Nigerians that are fighting for justice at this time, end SARS and that. We are with them all as one. So obviously solidarity with them, but no, I'm not Nigerian. I just absolutely adore their kits. I've got their other kit as well. I love them. Kimpembe is class. If Marquinhos starts, then it's game over, says a Dane. I don't think Marquinhos is fit for this one. 3-2 United, says Nick. Jeevan says 1-0 United. 4-2, 1-2-1. No wings, says Next Graph. Marquinhos out, says Star. No aggregate score. It is a group game. There is not a spider behind me. That there is Formidable Pogba's signature. That's Ashley Young's. Who else is on here? Ashley Young's, Paul Pogba's. I know De Gea's is on here somewhere. De Lowe's is on here somewhere. Matters, Herrera's. There's Herrera's because it's got the 21. McTominay's as well. Smalling's. Pogba's is stand out because it's PP. 18 on Young's. 21 on Herrera's. So that's the ball. Official match day ball, that is. Might have sent it me once upon a time. Nice one to Maya. Anyway, Avishek, appreciate your comment, man. Appreciate your support. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing, subscribing, keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV as well. This has been the preview for PSG, Man United. Man United's first Champions League group stage game of the season. And we're going to win as well. 2-1. Heard it here first. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you keep it locked. I'll be back with more content as well. We'll have reactions to this game and loads more stuff to keep it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Join if you can. I'm out of here.